If there is a pistol category that has been a driver of development and innovation in recent years, it's been the Micro 9s, which are 9mm pistols smaller than what we would traditionally call subcompact. Their small size makes them ideal for concealed carry applications, and thanks to new designs, they have impressive magazine capacity. These guns are popular for personal defense, everyday carry applications, but many hunters and outdoorsmen and women are discovering the practical application that these handguns have for us as well. The best Micro 9mm handguns offer many advantages. Top 7. Springfield Armory XD-M Elite Compact. The Springfield Armory XD Mod 2 has been one of the greats, and only recently gave up the #1 spot. Now the XD-M Elite might just snatch it back. Now the phone has done something smart and pushed the bounds of subcompact rules with a 3.8-inch barrel. But the payoff is a massive 20 rounds of ammo in a gun that easily conceals. Also, everything is match grade. So yeah, this could be your new winner before long. If you like multiple safeties on your pocket carry pistols, then it's still the striker-fired black polymer handgun you should carry every day. The grip safety and trigger blade mean there's almost no way it can go off unless you want it to. It's a clever system that means you have to have a positive grip before you can fire, and it marks this apart from a straight trigger blade safety. That aside, the staggered double-stack magazine is a match for anything in this best concealed carry class, and it's a tight-fitting flush-fit magazine at that. The extended clip turns this diminutive Springfield into a real Glock rival in terms of capacity and accuracy. The fiber optic night sights up front are a premium touch, and the extended mag allows for a few extra hollow point bullets. It is a real Glock rival and was the best carried gun for a while. Top 6. Heckler & Koch Vp9 Sk. If you don't care about the cost, then you're one of the elite few that can justify the additional bucks that goes into the Heckler & Koch Vp9 Sk. It's a little cumbersome next to the Sig that has the same number of rounds in a much smaller package. The Vp9 Sk is a striker-fired handgun that has a 10-round flush-fit magazine. There is also 13 and 15-round extended magazines that include ergonomic sleeves that match the profile of the grip. The sleeve will also prevent the magazine from being over-inserted. Some people like the feel of the double-stack HK, and there is no doubt that this is one of those carry pistols you never really need to tune with the new guide rod upgrade or anything really. The fit and finish are near perfect, enhanced night sights are already in place, and you just know it's going to look good for years. The HK Vp9 Sk is undoubtedly one of the greats, but if value is a thing in your life, there are cheaper options that are arguably just as good. It is one of the best concealed carry guns in the world, without a doubt, but others will serve as an everyday carry and personal defense pistol for less money. Top 5. Taurus G2C. Taurus threw a real spanner in the works for Sig Sauer this year. This was meant to be the year of the P365 Nitron, and the Taurus G2C turned up and did exactly the same job for much less money. Saving money on your EDC carry pistol really isn't smart, but the Taurus isn't just cheap. The Taurus G2C is also damned good. Polymer frame, steel magazines holding 12 rounds of 9mm, easy-to-use sights, and slightly larger than the Sig P365, the G2C is on paper a great pistol. The stock black finish on the Taurus isn't as pretty as the German mark, but of course it isn't. The black and white polymer contrasting finish isn't quite as slick. The simple grip zone isn't quite as good-looking. The trigger press, trigger pull and reset is pretty quirky. But these are all things you can get used to, and Taurus got all the really important stuff right. This is reliable, accurate, repeatable, and trustworthy. Also, it's less than half the amount of the Sig. This is one of the firearms bargains of the decade and could become an icon. Taurus has made some crappy semi-auto handguns in the past, but all is forgiven with this sensational semi-auto bargain. The gun reviews love it, and they are right. Top 4. CZ P10M. The P10M from CZ is the scaled and slimmed-down version of the P10, specifically to be a competitor in the Micro 9 market. Simplicity is what the P10M is all about. It features a handsomely beveled slide, low-profile luminescent sights, and an absence of external controls. The slide stop is internal and can only be disengaged by racking the slide rearward and releasing. There is also no external takedown lever or mechanism, rather a takedown pin that must be drifted out for disassembly. Unlike some other competitors, it features a single-slot accessory rail. Capacity is the P10M's weak point. It uses double to single stack magazines that hold 7 rounds each. 7 rounds may seem picayune in today's high-cap world, but the mags can be easily loaded with finger pressure alone and add less weight in a gun meant as a backup to a full-size pistol or one deeply hidden where weight is a major consideration. The CZ-P10M does have one of the slimmest grips available in a micro 9mm, especially at the top. The texturing on the back of the grip feels pretty aggressive and a little painful, but that could easily be tamed with some sandpaper. It's a comfortable and accurate pistol to shoot, and very concealable. Top 3. Springfield Armory Hellcat 9mm Pistol. Springfield has fired metaphorical shots at the Sig and Glock with the new Hellcat 9mm micro-compact carry pistol. The early reports were that it isn't quite as good, but it's still a brave attempt to overthrow the carry pistol's champion. The attitudes seem to have softened too, and there may have been an element of herd mentality throwing the short Hellcat under the bus with the first reviews. The Springfield Armory Hellcat has an 11-round magazine in its flush-fit format, and they also offer a 13-round magazine. This just slightly outclasses the Sig P365 with its 10 and 12-round magazine's internal capacity. The Springfield Hellcat is coming on strong, and the optics-ready version, with a slide prepped for the mini reflex sight, is really finding a home. The magazines are proprietary and quality too, and the whole thing is an inch wide. The Springfield Hellcat 9mm pistol is turning out to be a proper contender. The Springfield Armory Hellcat is that gun that is perfect for IWB carry and frankly probably is better for most people than the Sig P365. If you're planning on pocket carrying, the Sig P365 is obviously going to be a better choice due to its slightly smaller size. Top 2. Sig Sauer P365. The Sig Sauer P365 Nitron changed the game and is pretty much every gunbroker's best 9mm micro-compact right now. It's an open secret. Now the P365X brings some of the best features of the X series line to the micro-compact champion, including the better grip texture and extended beaver tail. Is this the comeback the little fella needed in the face of the new Glock? It's close and will come down to your personal preference. Apart from the simple plastic safety, you probably know all there is to know already. A staggered double stack gives 10+1 rounds flush-fit magazine, or 12+1 with the extended magazine. The Sig X-Ray 3-day-night sights sit atop a stainless steel slide that marries concealability and a decent grip in all conditions. The grip angle and thickness is nigh-on perfect, and the trigger pull is clean, crisp, and repeatable. Shooting technique is important with this gun. It's snappy, so you've got to master it if you want to group shots. For a small gun, it's quite accurate. The short sight radius is an issue, but when it comes to defensive use, this gun is more accurate than it needs to be. The great sights and trigger make it a smooth shooter. Top 1. Glock 43X. Glock was slowly turning into Apple, relying on the name and marketing, rather than true innovation, to keep pushing its products on the American public. With Gen 5, that has changed. The Glock 43X is pretty much the perfect carry pistol. Glocks outsell everything because they're reliable, accurate, simple, and basically the white goods of the firearms world. But while all Glocks before did nothing really wrong, this one does every little thing absolutely right. In terms of personality, soul, and pleasure, that's bad. In terms of keeping you alive in an emergency, it's good. It lacks character, but the Glock 43X fits your hand perfectly, is accurate, recoil is contained, and conceals like a dream. That's the best gun, almost by definition. It also plays nice with a Glock 17 at home if you like to mix and match your Glock parts and accessories. A red dot or extended magazine can change the character of your Glock, and they are freely available in the stores. The Glock 43X Gen 5 is near perfect engineering. Gone are the days when buying a Glock was the start of a DIY Glock build project. The trigger is much better in the Gen 5, the stippling is solid without getting in the way of concealment, and the whole design is snag-free.